Hi, Teresa here with Grow Financial and Associates. Today I'm here with Andrea from Corner Top Farm here in Mechanicsburg, and we are going to be talking about safety on the roads with large farm equipment. So I'm going to let you share. There's a special week right now, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
So right now, April 16th through the 22nd is Rural Road Safety Week in Pennsylvania. And you may not have heard of that before, so what that means is it's just an awareness week that farmers and farming communities like to make the public aware of. It's something that as spring comes and new growth happens, we are busy in our fields planting and getting ready for the spring and summer months. And so we are taking large tractors and equipment such as this one you see here, and we are moving them around. And that requires us to be on public roads.
Yeah.
And in order for us to move safely and for other motorists on the road to be safe, we just want to bring that awareness to everyone during this week and highlight that in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and I mean, we have to do that all the time. And I know just the other day, I was behind a really large farm vehicle and I just followed them. So I wasn't even exactly sure the right thing to do, which is why we're doing this, to share so we know how to keep ourselves safe, but also you guys safe in what you're doing, and we know that we have to share the road. So I wasn't exactly sure like the distance between my car and the vehicle, like how far you should be.
So I don't want to give you an exact number of what would be a safe versus unsafe distance.
Yeah.
We really want you to be aware that sometimes we can see you in our large mirrors. We have mirrors on all farm equipment, just as trucks and vehicles do.
Yeah.
And if we can see you in those mirrors, there's a good chance that you're a safe distance.
Okay.
Sometimes the equipment that is behind the tractor does hinder that view at times while we are on roadways. So I would say maintain a safe distance that you're comfortable with, and just make sure that sometimes the large farm equipment will turn off into fields or unmarked areas.
Okay.
And that's why it's not always safe to pass farm equipment.
Yeah.
Following a tractor for a certain number of miles is really equivalent to waiting at just a few red lights.
Okay.
So if you have that time and patience, we
Yeah.
would love that, because a lot of times that's my family up there, my husband and my kids.
Yeah.
Some of my best friends in our farming community, and we really want them to be as safe, just as we want regular motorists on the road to be safe.
Yeah, that's so important. I've seen your kids in there, and it does, like, you have to remember that, like, just to make sure if you're a little bit late on where you're going or whatever. I just feel like it's so important just to make sure that everybody gets where they need to be and safe.
Yeah, and a lot of times we only like to use public roads for a short amount of time that we can. And if it is a short time, we do try and move over to the side. But if it's not safe to do so, if the roadway, the shoulder is too wet or too narrow, we will continue on, and just know that we try to get to somewhere safe so that either you can pass us or we get off the roadway but when best possible.
That's so great. So if I'm behind a vehicle and they're kind of going off to the side, you think they're trying to get out of the way so that we could pass them, but maybe give them just a moment to make sure that it's safe for them to get where they're going before you start going around.
Right.
Yeah.
And if they are going off to the side, a lot of times we have very long farm equipment. So we may need to take turns wider to the left or the right in order to make sure that we can get into the field properly. So I would say my best suggestion would be if you're planning to pass farm equipment and it looks like it's yielding, make sure either they get stopped completely or that farmer gives you a wave like, go ahead, I see you, I acknowledge that you're there.
That's really good. Awesome. Is there anything else that you want to share? I know.
I would just say, thank you for the support of the farming community with yourself. I know that you have been on our farm a couple times and visited, and we love to have you. And just thank you for that, and thank you to Grow Financial for their support as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for your time and allowing us to come out and do this and share this useful information to keep everybody safe with everybody out there.